Hello, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. It's me. I'm doing an introduction for my friend's podcast. Anywho, here we go. So, it's called OpieRadio Podcast. Now I'm confused. Which one is it? Is it radio? Is it podcast? Who's Opie? You know the name of the damn thing. That's why you're listening now to number 12. Episode 12. Why? Why am I mentioning the name of the episode? It doesn't even matter, really. You listen to these things out of order. What is it, chronologically Opie? It's nuts. Makes no sense. Still, we press on. We pretend that we give a good goddamn. We get up every morning, we hit play. There it is. For you. Enjoy.
What the hell is a Pim's Cup, Vic Henley?
It's Pim's. It's a New Orleans brunch drink.
What's in it?
Pim's.
I don't know what Pim's is.
Well, it's a liqueur. It's Pim's and some cucumber. I believe it's what it's garnished with properly, and a little sweet and sour. And you have it on Saturday or Sunday morning. Exactly.
Grab yourself a beer, martini, or choose your poison, because you're about to hear an episode unlike any episode you've heard before. Disregard the previous suggestion if you happen to be driving. And now, the Westwood One Podcast Network presents Day Drinking on OpieRadio. Are these fucking guys really gonna get drunk? Jesus.
Here's the deal. We are at Ribbon on the Upper West Side.
Beautiful place. Beautiful place.
You love it?
I love it here.
Good chicken. Good fried chicken.
Well, me and Vic, this is our place. And the other day, Vic Henley texted me and he goes, I feel like I'm cheating on you. I'm at the Ribbon without you, having fried chicken. That's our meal, Vic.
It's true. It was Thursday, and I still feel soiled.
We usually come here, we have the fried chicken and those damn deviled
eggs with either hot peppers or a fried oyster. And then Carl, being Carl, did the double hot pepper and fried oyster.
Because I'm a professional. If you've seen me on the Food Network, Wednesdays and Sundays.
For the first time, I dipped my fried chicken in honey, and man, I got to tell you, that was delicious.
I got to tell you, I derive pleasure today. I'm a happy guy, even though my life is completely turning into a supernova. I love that Opie enjoyed the fried chicken from top to bottom, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, he's the only one that ate the bones clean with a Southern gentleman in the house. I was very surprised. He got you, Vic. I watched the whole thing.
I agree. I thought I gnawed pretty good. That's all I can say. I'm missing a tooth. I've had a dental emergency. I'm going to claim handicap slightly.
Would you stop showing people how old you really are on this podcast? What was the thing you said last week with the Sadie Hawkins? Yeah, he has a Sadie Hawkins mention, and now he's talking about what tooth are you missing?
I broke a tooth in the back, and the dentist keeps telling me for like 6 years that he's like, I could just pull it out. Wait. He just keeps respackling it.
Wait. Statute of limitations on tooth excuses.
Right.
6 years?
Yeah. It breaks all the time. It breaks every 2 years because I grind my teeth and I don't wear my mouth guard at night.
You have a mouth guard? Oh, my God.
It's an old Pee Wee football mouthpiece from 1974. But I'm actually supposed to know. But I do grind my teeth, and I break my tooth, and he fixes it every 8 or 9 months. Whenever it breaks, he fixes it again. Because he initially thinks that he didn't repair it correctly. So I get it done for free. Once a year, I go in and he respackles my tooth.
We are the OpieRadio podcast. We are very hip.
You need a shaman. That's what you need. Opie had a shaman, and he'll fix your whole tooth up. Throws arrows and stuff. Opie, tell him about the shaman.
After I got fired we all got fired from SiriusXM, I went through a tough stage there, and then it was suggested to me because, I've done some hippy-dippy stuff in the last few years, meditation, yoga, and whatnot, Reiki massages.
Ooh.
You said boo?
Boo.
Have you ever had a real massage?
Of course I've had a real massage.
No, not like where they jerk you off. You've never had a Reiki massage?
A what?
A Reiki.
No, I think her name was Drakey.
Ricky Chicky Tavi? No, Reiki.
You've never had a Reiki massage?
That's a whole. Let me just touch you lightly.
No, they hover over you.
That's not even a massage. They're not even touching you.
I'm kind of with you on that,
I
actually.
want a light massage. I'll go to my aunt's house.
No. My girl took a Groupon and thought she was getting a massage about 2 years ago, and it was even less than what he's describing now. And the lady said, "We just create an energy above your body for the next hour. We don't really." And my girl's as sweet as she can be, you know. But Nikki got really mad because the lady literally just hovered around her for like 30 or 40 minutes and never touched her at all, and was trying to create some kind of energy vibe, Ben & Jerry's, Marshmallow Peeps.
I'm open to some like new age stuff, but the Reiki thing is ridiculous. They literally hover over you about an inch or two above your body, and supposedly that does something. And then the group of people I've been hanging with, they're like, you really need to have a shaman come to your house after everything you've been through. And I had a full-fledged shaman.
Really? What have you been through?
Well, just all the backstabbing.
Nothing.
You son of a bitch. How about the backstabbing?
Okay, all right. There's some.
How about the backstabbing?
Oh, you're right. Okay, I forgot about that.
How about the people turning on me after I showed them a great life?
I did forget. You're right. I did, but we flushed that turd, so I forgot about it.
100%.
I'm saying.
But there is.
I can't believe you guys are complaining. I live in a movie set. Like, it's literally, it's not even a real place. I've had it.
A shaman came to my house, legit,
Okay, I'm listening.
with tribal drums.
African or American Indian?
American Indian.
Native American.
Native American.
Shaman.
Yes.
Dream catcher in his hair.
All that shit.
Everything.
All sorts of necklaces.
Turquoise.
All that.
Navajo.
All that. Set up a little ceremonial thing.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
But you did this.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Keep going. No, far be it from me.
Then he had.
Don't keep going.
Then he had tree branches that he kind of rubbed on me while we were meditating.
Sage. There's no sage.
Oh, plenty of sage.
Tumbleweeds. Rosemary.
A little rosemary, no tumbleweeds.
You know, rosemary is the bully of the herb garden. I learned from Carl Ruiz.
Absolutely it is. I couldn't even hear you. I'm so fucking mad right now.
You're still mad?
It takes me a little while. When I drink this much, it takes me a little while to come down because I'm grinding the guardrail right now at 100 miles an hour.
And I snorted stuff.
No.
Yeah.
I don't really want to tell the full story here. I'm just giving little pieces, but I snorted something, and I'm like, I've never done heroin, but I'm not sure if I just snorted heroin.
Peyote? Might have been peyote.
It was some kind of plant that was tobacco, a lot of tobacco, and my body was fired up.
Kratom? Was it the kratom stuff? That's
Some plant, some Peruvian plant. I need Mike Cannon for this.
All right. Okay. Well,
And my body was on fire. You ever do heroin?
no.
I don't think I have, but I did this twice, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. I did another session, Carl.
No way. As someone that's an expert in South American plants that turn into powder, you did not do heroin. If you did you get itchy and scratchy?
No, my whole body heated up though, and it was on fire. I was like,
But like how? Like what? When they don't have your green juice ready in the Hamptons?
super. I was.
Kale, goddammit! More kale! I'm Rich Hulk!
I was. Let's just put it this way. I was super alert. I was aware of every inch of my body.
I've been there. I've been there.
So I want to do like a full episode. I want to do a full episode on the shaman coming to my Upper West Side apartment.
Vic, he told me, he's like, I think I did heroin. I'm like, do you still have your apartment? He goes, yeah. I'm like, you didn't do heroin.
That's true. It was quite the experience, though.
Well, you know, I mean, how much did this cost you? Let's get to that. What did this?
Honestly, it wasn't that bad.
Well, what's the number?
My wife paid. It was maybe a couple $100.
$250, $300.
Tops. Nothing crazy.
That's crazy for doing nothing. He didn't even touch you. Carl has a question.
He fired arrows at my enemies in the middle of meditation.
Okay, all right. Oh, you didn't say that part. Yeah. You didn't really? Yeah. Literally? Carl's got a quote, Carl.
He goes, you have a lot of negative energy around you. It's not coming from you, but there's a lot of people that are
coming from the goddamn shaman. That's what it's coming from.
I want to say, that's just Twitter, but...
Now, this is like the fortune teller, saying everything you need to hear, I believe.
I don't think you're wrong. But he said he was firing arrows at my enemies to protect me.
And that made you feel good?
I was too worried whether or not I did heroin or not to worry about all that other stuff. I'm like, is this guy a drug dealer? This is how he turns people on to fucking heroin, and now he's gonna be my dealer for the next 20 years.
So you snorted some woolite, and you gave this guy $300.
Fired up.
Did he hurt anybody? Did the arrow miss and go through Roland's cupcake? Because everyone's still alive.
I did have to lay down after a while.
Opie, you lay down without his shaman. I called him today. I said, hey, listen, I'm having a rough day. Let's go out and day drink. He goes, thank God you called me. This is the text. Thank God you caught me. I was having a nappy nap. Yes or no? Let's go to the videotape.
Do I have to pull out my phone to prove I didn't write nappy nap, Vic Henley?
I believe Carl always. I believe Carl.
Watch this. Here we go.
All right, you're pulling up your text?
Yeah.
All right, I'll pull up my text, motherfucker.
Let's do it.
Let's see. I'm pulling up my text. Giving you numbers for the podcast, which are terrific.
Great. Good job.
Let's see. I don't see it. Can you do tomorrow? Because we're doing stuff tomorrow. I just woke up from a nappy. All right, there it is. All right. Okay.
Well, not nappy nap, but still, in the court of law, I've got to go with the kid.
God damn it, Carl.
Nappy and nappy nap are the same exact thing. You know what I've never texted any of you guys? I'm nappy.
Yeah, so here's the deal. I finally set up the podcast. I was minding my own goddamn business, and it was very obvious that Carl wanted to hang with somebody today. He's having a rough day. That's all I could say. If you heard part 2 of the cabin, Carl's creepy cabin episode, then you might understand what's going on. So he just shows up at my apartment, and next thing I know, I'm in the worst, darkest Tammany bar on the Upper West Side on a beautiful, sunny spring day.
First of all, it was dangerous outside because the first day that it was warm, people were walking fast, you can get hurt. So we went to a safe space, which is a little Irish bar that plays Patsy Cline.
Malachi's across the street over here?
Yeah.
Malachi's across the street over here, right?
That's exactly where we went.
Right. With a little walking after midnight.
That's a good place, like on a Wednesday night in the middle of winter.
But have you ever thought about drinking until whatever your day is perfect happens? Like sometimes I think, oh, this is a great bar for Wednesday. So I get there Tuesday, and I'll just drink all the way until I'm there. I'm a legend.
Carl's polite, though, Vic, because he shows up at my apartment. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Something's not right with Carl today. And I'm like, hey, man, let's go eat. Maybe we'll go do a podcast. And he's like, yeah, that's cool. And then he's hinting that he really wants to go to a bar, and I'm still not picking up on it. And then finally he's like, I need a goddamn drink.
Well, okay.
Well, let's start with
that's right. And then somewhere I felt a disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
and I sent him a text about the same time going, hey, what are you doing?
Vic is a different animal. He's like, hey, fat piece of shit, where are you? I'm like, I'm over here, you blind bastard. He's like, I'm on my way. And it was it. But when I show up to Opie's apartment, which is funny. So there's 2 elevator banks. It's hard to figure out where his apartment is. I figured it out.
I want it to be hard to figure out.
It's like Jason Bourne lives there. You can't even get there. So I get to he has a beautiful home. And you know what I love about his home? It's really lived in. Maybe 2 lived in, but it's very lived in. Like the kids' paintings are everywhere. Like everyone still loves each other.
Yeah. Well,
right. So I'm coming from the opposite. You know what I mean? I get there, I'm like, wow, and I gave his wife a bottle of wine, and his wife is super funny. I like talking to her sometimes.
Lynn's very funny.
Earmuffs, Opie. Sometimes better than talking to Opie.
I'll be the first to admit. I'll be the first to admit. I'm the bore in the fucking relationship. We go out. She holds court, and she's way funnier than me.
I was able to sit with her in 4 minutes, and that's what's great about a Philadelphia person. 4 minutes. We talked about my whole relationship. And at the end, she just called in the closer. She's like, "Got to do what you got to do, cuz. Get out there and play ball."
I know.
And it's so refreshing to me. It was so refreshing because Opie's wife was like, "All right, man." Like, she looked at me. She looked at me like I was a boxer in the 9th round. She's like, "Can you go? Are you good? Are you good? Give me your gloves. Look at me. What's the number after 5? I'm like, 4. She's like, "Get in there, kid."
And I'm still not reading the signs. I'm a terrible friend. I'm like, "Hey, Carl, look at my laptop. The numbers on the latest podcasts are really good. And Westwood One is really happy with us." And he's sweating. He just needs a drink and needs to fucking unwind.
Opie goes, "Hey, man, I'm gonna slip out of my onesie." So he's like in his pajamas, right? So this is why we were there so long. He gets out of his pajamas, and
From his nappy.
he gets out of his nappy pajamas. He goes into his room, right, which is the size of my future, right? And then he comes out with a different color pajama. So I figured maybe he's taking a nappy somewhere else. It's not a small apartment. You know what I mean? So I'm like, maybe he's going to the west area of the apartment to take a nappy. And he's standing there awkward. I'm like, and then I finally figure out, I'm like, this dude's dressed. Oh, we're ready? I ordered a little seafood.
You ordered some seafood?
I ordered a plateau de jour.
Ooh, I love plateau de jour.
Ooh, I don't even know what that is, Carl.
3 tiers of raw seafood and lobster.
What is that?
3 tiers of raw seafood and lobster. This is the same you would get if you're having an affair with Poseidon.
I used to call this the Stanley Cup of seafood. Because that's how it comes.
Clever.
That's that. Yeah, sometimes.
So I'm
Mississippi, that's 2 shrimp cocktails at Applebee's.
I'm just stupid though. You were at my apartment and I didn't pick up on the signs that something was very different today. My wife certainly did.
She picked up on it very quickly. I'm surprised you didn't notice that your wife was she's very perceptive. She's like, "Carl's crying." Opie's like, "You want to see some podcast numbers?" I'm like, "Sure."
Everybody likes us again. This is salve over whatever crippling depression that's going through your soul.
Full-blown crying. He's like, "Fucking allergies suck, right, bro?"
And then we're wandering around and I'm thinking we're just going to get sushi, maybe do like a regular podcast. And then finally Carl had is like, "I need a goddamn drink."
Yeah, I was like, "That's it."
And then I'm like showing you kind of like hipper, cooler bars that might have the sunlight coming in nicely.
No.
And you're like, "No, I need something dark and dank." That's what I'm feeling today.
I want to king tut myself in some museum, and this bar is perfect. And Opie's like, we stop at this. He's like, "This place was rated 4.5 stars on Yelp." I'm like, I'm gonna stab myself with a chopstick.
Oh, wow, look at this. The Stanley Cup of seafood.
Stanley Cup of seafood with some tequila, it looks like.
That's beautiful, sir. More stuff coming up? Oh, caviar. Caviar.
Ooh, caviar.
Oh, is that shrimp toast?
What's shrimp toast?
This is delicious.
It is old school shrimp toast.
I'm not eating no shrimp toast.
For caviar, you have to have the shrimp toast.
I don't believe in caviar.
What planet are you from?
I don't get caviar.
Really?
What?
Why don't you eat caviar?
Because I don't get it.
What do you mean you don't get it?
I'll eat a good.
I'm gonna explain to you caviar.
I'll eat a
Turn the
caper.
propane down for a second, Hillbilly.
I know we're taking a picture. All right, let me get back to the story. So then I finally picked up on the thing, and then we went to the dive bar, and then I'm like asking the guy what beers he has. Right? I'm hoping for something. Yeah,
Something fruity?
I'll be honest, Vic. I was hoping for a little grapefruit beer or something a little on the fruitier side. He goes, "I got Coors Light and Heineken." I'm like, "Okay then."
I look at the guy. I'm like, one too many.
Just started, and then every song that came on the jukebox, I'm like, "Oh boy." I started thinking that Carl like
Why? Okay.
all love
What was the first song?
all Rihanna from Fleetwood Mac.
I like Rhiannon.
Rhiannon, I should have said it right. Yes, Rhiannon.
The Welsh Witch.
And then what was the song? It was all sappy love songs. I'm like, "God damn, Carl, did you fucking feed this jukebox to make it really hurt?"
I know a girl from Lexington, Kentucky, and her name is Rhiannon Lorelei. From Rhiannon, Fleetwood Mac, and Lorelei by Styx.
Yes. I know that song.
So her dad had to change her name to Rhiannon because they would not let her be baptized in the church being named after a Welsh witch.
No.
Yes. So her name was going to be Rhiannon Lorelei, and now it's Rhiannon Lorelei, but because of the Pentecostals in Lexington weren't having it.
That's great.
I'm going to teach you guys how to eat a platter royale. So the first thing you want to eat on a seafood platter, right, are the clams. Because clams have the most delicate flavor when they get warm. And the French way of saying is they taste like shit. Warm clams taste like shit. So you want to eat those first. The second is the oyster. The third is the shrimp cocktail. And what you want is the lobster to settle. So we're going to eat the lobster fourth. And then we're going to feast on a little caviar. And I'm going to show you how to do the standard Russian setup for a little bit of caviar. Coming from the sturgeon fish, which is a prehistoric, majestic animal. Opie, we don't care about your Applebee's experience.
Are we going to have a pop quiz? I'm just going to eat. Why do I have to eat it your way?
Let me tell you something. Opie's playing dumb, but he's from Long Island. They've eaten clams before they had toothpaste out there.
Good. So good.
I love clams.
Right.
Oh, so briny.
Well, I need some cocktail sauce.
Okay, no problem, Mr. Thurston Howell. You're all set. Welcome to the island.
Why you call me Thurston Howell? Because I want cocktail sauce on my raw
Because you're
clam.
literally calling out things that you can do on your own. I need cocktail sauce.
Lovey Howell. Here's some good. Lovey. He listens to Yacht Rock is one of his favorite channels.
See you guys. It's great that we're back together. I missed you guys. I missed you guys so much. I'm a little bit different now. I'm a little salty, but we're gonna work through it, guys.
All right, we'll get through it.
I believe in Carl.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine, you fucking pieces of shit.
So I don't know. This sushi place got 4.5 stars. Finally, Carl had it. I'm like, I've been hinting for the last hour. I need a goddamn drink.
Cocktail.
I'm like, oh, I see what's going on here.
It's funny thing. Opie keeps saying the same thing, but then he finally he put me in the schedule, right? So he was like, we should go get some sushi and then go do a little podcast. And he's looking at my face, and I'm getting angrier and angrier. He goes, we should get a drink and then do some sushi and then do the podcast. And I keep looking at him. He goes, we're going to drink. And then we're going to drink some more. And then if you want to do a podcast, we'll do one. And he looks at me and goes, let's go drink.
And
that was our conversation.
And I'm like, then if there's time at the end, maybe we'll do a podcast?
If you don't hang off a pipe somewhere in the bathroom, then we'll be fine.
No, he's going to be okay. He's all right. It's been a tough day, though. But, I mean, reading, you don't get a lot of chances to read the correspondences between attorneys negotiating a deterioration of something. So I'm keeping it open. I'm just saying, but I wish so good.
I'm a sick person because I love Carl. I love Carl to death and Vic Henley, of course. And I'm sitting there as a content provider, a sort of a programmer in this radio world. He's showing me text messages. I'm like, oh my God, Carl, if you want 1 million downloads tomorrow, all we have to do is read these text messages. We can read them, right?
Oh my God! I mean, the thing is,
And we can go.
I mean, we can, but I mean,
Just tease. We'll do it on a future episode, and then that'll keep everyone, listening.
text message episode. No, but it's just a difficult day. I got today. So this is real talk, guys. No more bullshit. No more laughs. For 2 seconds. So what happened is I decided in my relationship with my wife that it's not going to work, right? So when the finality of things happen, it's very difficult. And what I decided. And I decided this a long time ago. I made a promise to my wife, and I keep my promises. And I told my wife, I said, no matter what happens.
Vic, how good is that shrimp?
All delicious. Completely. I'm chewing. Go ahead. No. Sorry. I'm really good. I'm eating with my mouth full.
I know. It looks delicious.
No, it's amazing. And I did break the chain of what we were supposed to eat in order.
I did notice that.
But really good.
Awesome.
Can I talk to you, buddy?
What happened?
Hey, what's up, Opie? Let me tell you.
What were you saying, Carl?
Let me tell you a little story about you doing that fucking again, okay? You pull that mic away from me when I'm talking like fucking I'm on a Jenny Jones show. You're going to fucking I'm going to wear a skin suit dressed like Opie. I'm going to go in your house and make an omelet.
I was listening.
No, you weren't.
I was kind of.
I was the shrimp, Aaron.
I was kind of listening.
What a motherfucker. What a motherfucker. That made me madder than my divorce.
Well, we were doing real talk. I figured we'd have.
Oh, now we're going to do real talk.
Oh, they love podcast sounds.
We're scaring these people.
All right, for real, what were you saying?
So, I decided a long time ago. I told my wife, and I still love her. You know what I mean? She did a lot, and I did a lot. I said, at the end of the day, I made a promise to you and the kids, and everything was going to be okay. And you know what I mean. And when I say things are going to be okay, they're going to be okay. So I decided to give her the restaurant.
What?
Yeah.
Breaking news. Wait, you're getting rid of Marie's?
No, it's Marie's is now Marie's.
No, I mean, you're getting rid of your portion of it.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. So that when I was coming to the city, I got the thing from the lawyer, when I read it, it was so hard for me because it's like, I resign from this business, and I'm like, wow, this is it's like losing a child. You know what I mean? You build something from nothing, and then all of a sudden it goes away. But it's the right thing to do. You got to keep a promise.
How do you handle real emotional shit, Vic Henley?
Hey, I'm with him. I'm a truth teller, and you got to do what you got to do, whether you like it or not. And yeah, if you make a word, you got to stick by your word. So.
Carl's he's a real guy with a real heart. But that's a bombshell.
That's crazy. I just selfishly want the porknado for the rest of my life.
That's your nickname now?
No, the sandwich.
Okay, I'm like, she's already got nicknames, cuz?
You know the porknado.
I know it very well.
You invented the porknado.
Wow, I'm in shock. We drank for 3 hours. You didn't tell me that part.
Well, because now, it's time. We're sitting down, we're breaking bread, and that's what's up. So that's it. I'm out.
Wow.
What are you going to do next, Carl?
I'm going to party like a Twisted Sister video. I'm literally sitting next to an ounce of caviar.
Whatever you want.
When will it be safe to call you again?
Let me see. Probably June 2025.
Oh, you're going that deep. You're really going that deep? It's not that deep. It's not that bad.
Vic's been through this twice, right, Vic?
Oh, I'm a genius when it comes to ruining things.
Any advice to Carl?
Move forward. Keep eating. That's really. Keep laughing. Keep drinking. Bother us. Bother us all day, every day. Come to the goddamn park. Sit in my deck. Do whatever you want. Bother. He stormed into your world today. So feel free. Carte blanche.
And I have to say, Opie was. A lot of people say that Opie's this way and he's quiet. And he was so accommodating to me. He opened his doors to me, and I was in bad shape. And he was nothing but a gentleman. And his wife was a queen. I mean, it was very nice.
It took an hour, but then when I finally figured it out.
He didn't tell me what floor he was on, which is kind of weird. But I thought it was like team building experience.
Team building? And then
President Opie's like a trust fall, but you're always falling.
Can I tell Vic you gave my wife a lovely bottle of wine?
I got a bottle of Turley I took from somewhere that it didn't belong to me. A 1996 Turley Zinfandel Old Vine, one of the best wines. So,
what makes it such a good wine?
It's delicious, Opie. You're not going to get it. You want to talk about finish? You drank Silver Oak for 3 years. You're like an old guy that won the Masters.
What the fuck's wrong with Silver Oak and Duckhorn?
Everything's wrong with that.
Those are my two favorite, Vic Henley.
I know, but I'm going with Carl always, across the board, on anything food or...
Silver Oak your favorite?
No, Silver Oak.
You know what that's saying?
I mean, yeah,
That's like saying, I have a sequin iPhone cover. Like...
the white Mercedes convertible of wine.
With your dog... Oh, it's like... Your dog's dressed like the Red Baron in the convertible. That's what the fuck that is.
I never heard Turley before, so explain that.
So Turley's a brand for people that don't take advice from waiters. Turley's a brand that it's a single vineyard. It's bottled at the vineyard. It's one of California's finest. Turley's. I would say out of everyone that's listening to this podcast, probably 5 people will know. But right now, they're punching the ceiling of their car. They're so happy. It's like, holy shit, you got a Turley.
It's a Zinfandel, I believe, right?
Yeah, I said Zinfandel 3 times. So
you did. Well, it's kind of loud at Ribbon, and, my ears are pretty much deaf.
And I'm eating an oyster, and it's wonderful. With the mignonette.
Oh, you had the mignonette?
You got to have the mignonette.
What's a mignonette?
It's a vinegar and onion and pepper little
why can't you just?
All right, Carl, go ahead.
Why can't you just call it a vinegar thing?
It's vinegar and shallots.
So why do you have to have
The original one is actually Verjus. Verjus is the first press of white wine, and then they would make that a Meunier. But it's usually shallots and but maybe Vic Henley's right.
There's some bell peppers in there.
Red onion.
All right.
And the vinegar turned it to look like a pepper.
There you go. All right. See, but I love the shallot. Carl will always tell you, in life, you need like 4 things in your kitchen or 5, and one of them is the shallot.
I hate shallots.
What?
Sorry, I got so angry.
How are you angry at a shallot?
I just
It's
fucking.
like being angry at a penguin at a park.
It might be the texture again. Remember we were talking textures?
You like onions?
It's
a texture of an onion.
like kind of a red onion, maybe.
Well, this is exactly a red onion. Except
I know what a shallot is. I hate them. It's like an onion that's like been in an asshole.
Oh.
All right, that bombed. I'm gonna grab a shrimp now.
I'm leaving that joke on the table.
Oh boy, did that bomb!
It's fine. Welcome back. Welcome back to Things That Aren't Funny.
I don't need you to tell me when I'm funny, you bitch.
I needed to see you guys today. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I just
I'm
was.
glad I called you. I'm glad. No, I didn't know what he was doing, and then I'm like, it's Monday. I'm not doing anything, and then he's like, I'm in the city roaming.
I just wish I picked up on the signs faster.
Yeah, that would have been good if you would have caught those signs in the first 3 hours. That would have helped me out amazingly.
That's good food. Is this tequila? I think there's.
No, that's not tequila, is
What
it?
is this, Carl? It's tequila.
2 shots of vodka.
In the Stanley Cup of Seafood, you're supposed to know the reason behind it. Is it because of vodka with the caviar, maybe? Are we going Russian?
It's Russian. Okay. So we have Russian caviar. So it's
I
good.
never knew that it came with vodka.
Anyone that eats caviar drinks vodka. Vodka is the perfect accompaniment for it because it's sharp. The alcohol is sharp. Caviar is from the gods. It comes from a fish called a sturgeon. Have you ever had it?
I've had caviar. I hate
Had
it.
it with the whole. Can I make you a setup and you?
Please.
And it's better.
I'll be totally honest too. I won't be a goofball.
Okay, talk to Vic Henley.
Are you capable of not being a goofball? Well, he's really going to do you right here. This is like going to the Kentucky Derby and having the, Calvin Bow reel saddle you up.
I hate the Kentucky Derby. It's stupid.
Really?
It's stupid.
Have you ever been?
No.
You're stupid.
Why am I stupid? Because I don't want to wear some dumb fancy hat?
It's a tornado of hot Southern chicks that say hello to you when I creepy stare at them from nice hat. They're like, hi. They're beautiful.
Yeah, but the race is only, 90 seconds?
2 minutes.
I've never
2 minutes, right.
Fastest 2 minutes in sports.
It's the dumbest 2 minutes in sports.
Really? No, come on, man.
Stupid.
No.
It's crowded.
No, it's not.
This year it rained.
No.
There's no way anyone actually had a good time there.
Carl stole a quadruple magnum of.
Wait, what happened?
Carl stole a quadruple magnum of I think, is it Vuvi Clicky? Was it Vuvi Clicky? Dom Perignon. It was Dom Perignon. So he stole a quadruple magnum. Not a.
big one, like when you were in Formula One.
Yeah, as big as Carl.
Wow.
And he was prepping for a party, and an old man in a seersucker suit came in and said, "My granddaughter was having a 21st birthday party next weekend, and I was wondering how much if I could purchase perhaps the." And Carl, there was no one else in the Dom Perignon tent. He was the first guy there because he was doing prep, and so he just ran over and took the thing down and gave it to the guy.
Did you really?
Yeah, so I give it to him. He goes, "Well, how much do I owe you?" I said, "Hey, motherfucker, you're stealing it. Run! Run!" And he just ran out. And then his kids, who ended up being very prominent Kentucky bourbon barons, they said, "We're looking for the fine gentleman that gave our grandpappy a giant bottle of champagne." I said, "I know what you're talking about. Get out of here." They go, "That's you, ain't it?"
They knew right away.
They knew right away.
Wow. All right, is this prepared, the caviar? Just about? You're studying it.
You got the caper on there? No caper?
Capers are right. I put them next to the egg.
So what's on there, Carl?
All right, so we have a little bit of capers, caper berries, non-perils. Those are small ones. We have red onion, expertly chopped. We have egg yolk, which is fantastic. Creme fraiche. It's supposed to be creme fraiche for the consistency. This is sour cream, but you won't know the difference. Your palate is still, it's washing cars still. So you won't know.
Selling real estate in St. Augustine.
Exactly. Right. Eat it head on. Take a bite. The whole thing.
The whole thing. Nice.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's damn good. Damn good.
Now you fit in your own name, Thurston.
That's damn good.
No, I knew you can't.
Can I fix
No, you please, Carl. I would love one. Thank you very much.
Wow, that is good.
No, it's absolutely amazing.
Why is some caviars ridiculously expensive and others aren't?
Well, it all depends on the grade of the egg. Usually you have
The grade of the egg? Oh, of the fish egg.
egg.
Right.
type of fish. You have Osetra and Beluga, and there's a lot of little things that differentiate it. Even though I'll give you a little tidbit. If you're eating caviar in the United States, you're not eating good caviar. Because to bring this into, they consider it a raw product, which is stupid, but they have to add a certain chemical to stabilize it, like for a scallop. So in the United States, you're not really eating good caviar. And a lot of people say that Russian caviar is the best. They are 1,000% wrong. The best caviar in the world comes from Iran. Iran.
For real?
For real.
Did you know that, Vic Henley?
And I ran.
Well, that's what I
ran
thought,
so far away, couldn't get away.
Name the backup hit.
Ooh. Oh. Flock of seagulls, I ran, and then I saw your eyes.
Oh my God! Yes.
And then I think that's them too.
Yes, it is.
I had a girl touch it one time to that song. Mr.
We were
Henley.
falling in love. Okay, got it.
Straightforward.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
That's good shit.
No kidding. Oh, my God, Carl, that's perfect.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so good.
I don't know if you've ever watched the TV on Wednesdays and Sundays, but I'm pretty much there doing stuff.
That's really good.
That's good shit, right?
Other people as much as I you two.
God damn, that was really good.
Space Age Love Song, right?
Yeah, that is Space Age Love Song.
Good. Very good. So now we've done the caviar.
Oh, my God, Carl, that was, oh, man. I need another one. Yeah, I need another one.
Be my pleasure.
Give me another one.
If there's one thing, and I'll tell you one thing about being in the restaurant business. If you're good at this, or you're good at what I do, you have to love to be a servant. You have to be happier with other people's joy with food than you are with your own. Like if there's a bar, I want to be behind it. If there's a kitchen, I want to be manning it. Because to me, I derive more joy from other people eating than myself.
But where's the joy come from? Like you look out into the dining hall and you can see someone enjoying it?
When I walk into a restaurant, I can hear the cadence of the click-clacks of the plates, of how the plates are being pulled off the line, and I know if it's running right or running wrong. I look at a couple faces. If I see drops on top of noses, like little sweat drops on top of noses, we call them Rudolphs, that means you have a problem. That means that station is stressed. It should run like a symphony. It should run like a symphony.
Well, the caviar is terrific there.
Imagine that.
What's the most expensive caviar in the world?
Iranian caviar. I've only had it 3 times.
Can you tell the difference, though?
Carl, how much an ounce?
650.
600 an ounce?
650 on a good day.
Holy shit.
Right, exactly.
How the fuck did they discover that stuff is that much of a delicacy?
Oh, it's easy. I mean, back then, remember, you
It's not easy because I talked about this over the years. Like, there was a time,
easy. I told him to bring it, and he brought it.
but there was a time a long, long time ago that people that came before us, they had to try everything and decide which was good, which was shit.
Wait.
Opie. When you're hungry, you try everything. You know, when you're hungry, you'll try everything. That's a good one.
Who do you think I am? I've been hungry
When?
most of my life.
But you had a little pack of bugles in your little knapsack.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? Damn good, right, Vic Henley?
Ready for another?
Yeah. I've been hungry most of my life, Carl. That's the truth.
Well, you're hungry now. Look at that. You put a bunch of bumps together and you get numbers, cuz.
Yeah, kid. No, I come from not much. You know that.
Well, I think you were fine. I think there was just too many of you.
We had 7.
Someone should have got hit by a car soon.
They made him. I just told this when I was golfing a couple of weeks ago, and Madigan and Ron White were bringing this up, and we're talking about doing the show and everything, and I'm like, no, I go, he's got a bad back. It's been bad since he was a looper. I go, his mother used to jerk him for the money. No, that didn't come out right.
No, I got you, though.
But she would make you kick over, just like the beginning of Caddyshack. Hey, cough it up.
I lived the opening scene of Caddyshack without a doubt, almost to a T.
And I told
We were really, really poor. And then I finally figured out, holy shit, if I caddy, I can make some money. And I thought that would be great for me. But in the end, that meant coming home from caddying and giving all my money to the household.
Well, and I saw, when you told me that story for the first time, I laughed my ass off because I didn't know this. And then we were all doing the show back then, and then you started, and I'm like, you were? And you're like, no, dude, I was Caddyshack. I'm like, she made you? And she's like, yes, she made me cough up the money. At the end of the day, Chris DiStefano is still traumatized by this because he can't believe that he thought that was extra over the top.
And then I had a dilemma because I was in a crazy household, and now I was working for free because my mom grabbed all our caddy money. So now I'm like, well, there's no incentive to work, right? But then getting out of the house, getting fresh air, and doing the caddy and help my mental state.
And I told them about the guy that he was always a cheap tipper, but then the one day he got a lot of $10.
You remember that?
They were very fresh, right? They were so fresh and crisp that they were slick, and he didn't know that he was double tipping, sort of. So he was kind of he thought he never would even give you 10, I don't think. But then, oh shit. But then he tried to slide you off a couple of bills that day, and he actually gave you like 50 instead of 10.
I'm so happy you remember that story. He was a southpaw. I wish I could remember his name. And he had crisp $10 bills, and he made sure, back then the bag was $10, and he made sure he didn't give anything extra. Like everyone else was giving extra, and he would peel these $10 bills off. And yeah, he gave me I think it was a couple extra 10s, yes. And we had a good laugh at his expense as he walked away.
And everyone knew his name, and it was the old, just like when you're back at the Caddyshack at the end of the day, you're like, oh my God, so-and-so over-tipped like a hundy today by mistake between everybody involved.
And then I started hiding my money in the walls in my room.
That's the best place to put it. That's the best place to put it.
I would wrap money in tin foil and put it in the radiator. We had electric. So I would pop up one of the vents and stuff it way in.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, because I was convinced I was going to run away from home.
Enjoying the circus?
Whatever it took to get the fuck out of there.
You're going to meet me and Carl one day?
So my mom would be like, hand it over, how much you make today? And I'm like, those days I was probably making $100, $110 a day with a lot of money, when we were young. And I'm like, yeah, it was a slow day. I had to wait on the caddy bench for 4 hours. I only made $40 today. And then I would run up to my room and wrap the rest in tinfoil and hide it. True story.
Too hot? Did it not burn? Weren't you worried about?
Oh, I was always checking on it.
Burning the money, or?
But then I found out that the wallpaper in my room peeled away, and there was a hole, just a natural hole. And then I was happy that I could actually, stash it in there. I bet you if I went through my old house that I grew up in, there's probably money still in the walls.
I'd love it. Oh, you.
What'd you say, Carl?
My walls are bare. I walked in the other day, I'm like, what are you guys making microchips in here?
Oh, my God. Wow.
Killing me all day. He's been killing me. I'm so glad I was not doing anything at 4 o'clock. I called him. I'm like, what are you doing?
You don't want to keep it day drinking all day. To me, day drinking, it's like the Black Pearl shows up, man. It's on. It's on.
It wasn't even really that bad. No. The bartender at that bar was miserable, though.
Yes, he should be. Let me tell you something about day drinking. You don't want a happy, peppery bartender. You want someone that has one more problem than you do.
Oh, he had a few problems.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I could write problem on his fucking forehead with a Sharpie. Who's calling you?
I'm a busy man. I'm wheeling and dealing, brother.
That's for you.
Oh, we all get a shot of vodka?
Yes, we all get a shot of it. Well, we got J-Mo and I'm telling you, Carl, that's one of the finest bites. Those are two. That's
3 bites.
Good. Then I'm telling you, that's 2 of the finest bites I've had. That was really, really good.
That caviar was ridiculous.
Right, and for the
assembles caviar for you. When someone assembles caviar for you, it's the ultimate luxury. So you have one of the best chefs in New York City making you caviar. You're going to be okay, Mr. Henley.
No, that's what I tell all my friends all the time. I'm like, you don't know who I know. I'm like, in about 1.5 years, I've been spoiled rotten. I thought I was spoiled till now.
I thought Big Henley was going to do the right thing and maybe go down south and bring me a sugar glider for my new apartment because I got nothing else to do but chase a flying squirrel.
I forgot he called them sugar gliders. Those are the flying squirrels.
The first time he said sugar glider, I remember we went to commercial at Sirius XM. We went to commercial and I looked at Vic Henley. I go, "What were you talking about?" He goes, "Sugar glider." I said, "What is that?" He goes, "Flying squirrel." I'm like, "I love you, sir. I love you with all my heart."
Hand-trained, hand-raised flying squirrel.
3 commercial breaks and a live read trying to say how a sugar glider got stuck in the old record player TV set combo.
I think that influenced all of us because when I walk around New York City and I see a squirrel, I'm thinking maybe this one could be a sugar glider.
Well, Theo Vaughn, it's a Louisiana thing. But it's in the South. It's a sugar glider. I think they're even speaking of the caviar, there might even be Iranian sugar gliders. That might be a double trivia question for somebody.
How far does the sugar glider fly?
At least 7-8 feet.
That's it. That's just jumping.
Well, yeah, you're right. That's exactly what it is.
He turned me on to turkey buzzards the other day.
Oh, remember? No, we had a lady that called in one day. Now, maybe Carl wasn't there. We had somebody called in. Yeah, that's the ugliest, nastiest. No, have another.
This is more important than our giant podcast. Are you ready for another caviar?
Of course. It's delicious.
Yes, Carl.
All right, after this blackjack dealer, we're done, okay? Continue with your story. I'm here. I'm working.
What the? You could have just made them.
Maybe I could just make them.
We would eat them. Trust me, they're delicious.
Can't tell you how quickly everything deteriorates. That caviar is toxic to all these ingredients. So if you make it and let it sit on the bread and it weeps just an ounce, you're not getting weeps.
Weeps. Moisture drips in. Weeps.
Yeah, and, all right. Sugar gliders. Yes, back to you.
Hand-trained, hand-raised, non-biting pets. You go to Woolworths, get a hamster? Fuck you. Come to my house and get a sugar glider. Come to the Henleys. We got squirrels for sale.
You did not train squirrels to do what they do naturally.
Well, yes. We trained them to...
What was the training regiment?
Putting a peanut in one hand and holding the sugar glider in the other hand, and then raising both hands as far up and above your head and shoulders as you can get, and making the fucker jump to get his food. That's training. That's training.
That's not training. Come on.
That's complete training. What are you talking about?
How many hours a day? How many minutes a day? Half hour.
30. Right.
Were you really convinced you trained him? Come on.
My brother was completely convinced that he was the P.T. Barnum of sugar gliders.
Did you have
where else on any other show are you going to hear those words together in a sentence?
Did you have any duds?
Oh no. If they fell, they just clammed onto your arm and crawled up and got it anyway.
So you guys weren't doing shit.
So okay?
Excuse me. Do you like a lot of bread, a medium amount of bread? Do you like it highly toasted?
Ever how you did the last 2.
Right away, sir.
What is he doing?
He's making the perfect caviar sandwich for me. He makes sandwiches for a living. You don't know who we're saying?
Not anymore.
Oh, well.
It hurts so good.
God.
What song is that, asshole?
John
Hurt so good.
John Cougar Mellencamp, back when he was John Cougar.
How about the way with 9 Inch Nails, Hurt?
That's Billy Joel's Chrissy Brinkley, Carl.
Let's go with the Hurt songs. 9 Inch Nails.
Oh.
John Cougar.
Oh, now you're
Give me a couple more Hurt songs.
Johnny Cash.
Well, that's 9 Inch Nails.
But it's
I hurt myself today.
And I love that.
That's Radiohead, but that's not a Hurt song. We're looking for Hurt song.
You meant if it actually had the word hurt in it. He just went songs that makes him hurt.
Oh, okay. I think every song makes him hurt today.
No, that's why I said that, right?
I think Happy Birthday makes him hurt today.
Start crying. Right.
What?
The chicken dance will make me cry today.
YMCA. He's in tears over
YMCA.
For no. Celebrate by Kool and the Gang. Breaks him down every time.
These are delicious. Mr. Henley, enjoy.
Carl, you're a good goddamn good man. Man. Woo. Oh. I'm telling you.
Disappointed?
No. You gotta have Carl feed you caviar.
Love hurts.
Okay.
Little Nazareth action. That was delicious, Carl.
Hurt songs? I don't know it. I can sing my lawyer's phone number.
Everybody hurts sometimes. R.E.M.
Man, that was good, Carl. Thank you, man.
Want a fun one?
You got sour cream in your beard.
That means it was delicious.
Give me a fun one.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Right. Yes, we do. Robin Williams. Yo, Robin Williams. Do you? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. I got a brag today. My nephew became a brain surgeon down there in Atlanta at Emory. That's a pretty good university, right?
It's amazing. No, that's really looks like, that's old white people rich Atlanta doctor money.
Reminds me of my university.
And I'm sitting in a bar day drinking with Carl.
And I really don't know who is the better off. I think maybe you are.
Wasn't Carl.
No, I don't.
Wasn't Carl.
He's having a bad day.
You think he's having a bad day?
Having a bad day. He's not doing well. It's funny. I'm enjoying it.
We're in a booth, and I've been leaning way more toward Vic in the last hour.
It's because he's making his food, so you have to lean this way.
No, he's getting angrier and angrier.
No, he's not.
Yes, I am. I'm about to erupt. I appreciate you guys coming out for me. This is not... no one wants to hang out with this dude.
What are you talking about? Carl's a blast.
That's what I'm saying. I do all day long. This is all I want to do, Carl. I'm going to start canceling work.
And Vic is picking his teeth.
Now what's scarier?
You see that?
Picking my teeth with a fork.
You see that? He was making sure.
I have a broken tooth.
I know you.
You spelled wood wrong.
I think he established early on that he had a broken tooth, but he was checking to see if it was still there.
It's like George Washington on Discovery Channel. I just cleaned his
He's like, goddamn, I don't know if that was a clamshell or if that was part of my tooth.
Oh my God, I got a piece of Murray on it.
I like how you called me last week with Damaris on the phone.
Dick Henley has a crush on Damaris from the Food Network. Totally does. Because I hear him, he's talking to me, he's like, I tell you, cocksucker, I'm motherfucking. Oh, hi, Damaris. Well, how you been? And like the story went from he's like, yeah, I'm killing something. He goes, I'm making a nice cherry pie. What are you doing? And I'm like, none of this is happening. This is all fake. This is love talking. And then he puts me back on the phone. He's like, hey, stupid bastard, we're going to Nantucket, you fat fuck. I'll talk to you later. Put Damaris on. Hi, Damaris. I just had a nice salad with a little honeysuckle in it.
He's trying to impress her with his food knowledge.
Yeah. She's like, what's wrong with your friend? Why is he eating horse food?
I was like, I made a peach cobbler. I totally went into cobbler mode. It's
hi, Damaris. Oh, I'm just wasting the Wednesday away, making a nice little ice sculpture like a dolphin with a whale jumping, some lights and LEDs. I'm like, no, you're not. You're drunk at that corner bar. I can hear it. I hear your erasure playing.
Oh, amor, broke my heart, now I'm making for you.
Oh, what a mess. Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, we're doing it. Okay.
Cheers.
Suck it down, Opie.
All right.
Opie, no, that's not how you do a shot.
Delish. Your mom's calling?
Holy shit.
What does that mean if she's calling?
Well, she knows I'm going through some shit.
Put her on the podcast.
My mom?
She's
not going to talk to you.
Why would she talk to me? I'm a nice guy.
She's Cuban. She's like, who's this guy? Carl's kidnapped. She'll call the cops.
I can speak a little Spanish.
No, you can't.
Ay caramba. Cuando.
Ninja Turtles.
That's darn it.
Ay caramba. That's what Bart Simpson. Don't even give me a Bart Simpson verse.
Cuando alegre mi cuatro no encuentro nada.
When you went to your room, you didn't find anything?
Yes, you got it. No,
Got it?
Yes, he got it.
Well, like you don't know he doesn't speak fucking Spanish?
Well, I did.
No. You act surprised. How do you act surprised?
Because I was amazed
that he translated something in the language that he fucking speaks first.
Because I didn't know if I was saying it properly, but that was a dialogue from 7th grade.
I dream in Spanish. Like I'm at home, like, Opie, no, por favor, Opie, no.
No estamos sortas, hijo.
Huh?
No estamos sortas, hijo.
No estamos means we are not, and then whatever word you said doesn't, and then you said son. So it's we are not son. Whatever you said in front was so annoying.
Sortos.
Woodpeckered up.
I said no estamos sortas, hijo.
Sortas is not a name. It means to sort. So you're saying we are not sorting, son.
Right. This dialogue's from like 30 years ago. I think I said
older than that.
I think I said deaf in there. No, I'm not deaf.
There's some Spanish dialogues before gold.
I'm not deaf, son. No estamos sortas, hijo.
Sorda or sordo. Sordo is male deaf. Sorda is, you're saying sorta means to sort.
I had a D in there. Sordos.
I'm going to...
No estamos sordos, hijo.
Call Westwood 1. Your microphone's broken. I'm about to break.
You think? You think?
I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
God damn, this was a good afternoon.
Need some more liquor.
Oh, I hope Carl's doing well. You're all right, buddy?
You know what? I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's a tough day. Giving up the store.
Yeah, that's fucking hours.
Man.
That is a tough move, giving up that restaurant. I know how much that meant to you.
Yeah, man.
Class move, though. Class move. A lot of people would have been ugly. I mean, it's been ugly and funny, and we've been laughing. But then the move actually is a class, first scale, good thing move.
I feel real noble. Let me tell you that. I feel like fucking Prince Valiant in the cartoons.
Yeah, but someone has to say it. Carl will just open up a new joint and it'll be just as successful, if not more. You know that to be true.
There is a restaurant for sale next to it.
Oh, my God.
That's all I'm saying.
Wow. Wait, what's open next to it?
A little Spanish place is open there. I'm thinking about doing the War of the Roses, but like with pans. I'll never lose that one.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
That's a TV show waiting to happen.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's reality 101 right there.
You're looking at that knockout so fast Joe Rogan will come and talk about it. Kicked in the teeth, that fat.
Oh my God!
Turn your head for a second, just a slight second. It's all it took.
Fuck me, man. What are you gonna do, huh? 43 years old, start over.
That's still young, right?
Oh yeah, I'm 73.
For a tree, you're brand new.
You're eternal, Carl. Huh? You're eternal. You're eternal. You'll be all right.
Carl will definitely be all right. In the end, we're not worried about Carl Ruiz, that's for sure, but he's going through a tough day. The food was excellent. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Opie, what are you digging in your pocket?
I'm digging.
Let me pay for a change.
No, let me pay.
You want to pay? I'll let you.
Fuck
pay.
yeah.
I'll always let you pay. I'm glad I got us on Nantucket. We're going to the island. I at least got us a free vacation.
Thank you, Vic Henley.
I finally, y'all are always pulling the card out and paying first, and I never get to do anything. So we will be on the island doing this in July.
Can I bring a date to Nantucket?
Yes, you certainly can.
So I got
Absolutely. You totally can.
a little number.
Everybody gets a +1.
I was showing Opie the pictures today.
Everybody gets a +1. You're welcome. You know, I'm hoping he brings Lindsay, but she's going to be busy raising his children.
Well, no, I would love to bring her. I love Nantucket.
I know you do. I
love that place. I love the sharks.
It's going to be.
You see a lot of sharks?
We see the sharks eating the seals every Sunday when we go sailing.
Usually. Well, if you go way out where the beaches are rough, you'll always see sharks in Nantucket.
Now my friend's kids started spotting them 9 years ago, so now we know exactly where to go on Sunday afternoon, which I will be glad to show both of y'all
And you'll really see the sharks. You'll see the sharks eating the seals.
Oh, absolutely, it's like right out of Nat Geo.
Wow, really?
No kidding, really.
That's pretty fucking cool.
There's a shark in Chatham if you want to see it.
Land shark.
He doesn't miss a beat. Oh my God. Land shark. SNL.
Candygram.
SNL 1975 then.
First season. Whatever, you know.
I thought I was paying, Carl.
You, Opie.
What do you mean, fuck you?
This is the last time I could probably pay for something in a while. I'm going to enjoy it.
See, he always... Let me split it with you, Carl. Come on.
I got money.
We're going out now.
He's got... Okay, I'll buy that. Fine. All right. I can get bar tabs for him.
All right.
I like how you have 3 crumpled $1 bills.
He's been pulling out that $20 bill for 5 hours. And it's sweaty, and it's... I mean, I saw him pee. He's a handsome man downstairs. So he's got a fucking tree trunk swinging on that fucking $20. He's like, take this. I'm like, I don't want your fucking dick money. Just put that shit away the whole day.
I got a big hammer, Vic.
I've heard it. I haven't seen the website.
Oh, the fishing picture?
Right. That's, yeah, I know, right?
I know I'm such an idiot. I post this picture. People don't know. I was fishing, and I caught...
And all of a sudden, he's like, I got girlfriends of mine that listen to podcasts from the Food Network, and then all of a sudden, like, oh my God, Opie's so cute. I'm like, we were talking about his hammer. Stop being a slut.
Well, how the story goes, I was fishing. I caught a nice size striper, so I was excited to show it on Instagram. I put it up there, and all of a sudden, I'm like, God damn, this picture's getting a lot of likes, right? And then my wife texts me, is like, your fucking hammer. Your hammer's showing. I'm like, what are you talking? She didn't say hammer, whatever. I think she did say cock. I don't know why I'm cleaning it up for this dumb podcast that no one's listening to. I mean, they are listening. I know they're listening, but
27 solid.
I think we're up to 38 people. And so then she goes, check.
Good people.
You're solid people. So then she goes.
One of them is Ruiz attorney.
One of them is your wife. Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. It's right there. I got to hit it.
Oh, my God.
He's not going to just let it dribble off into the corner.
No, I love him for that.
John McEnroe, you're going to fucking ace it. You're going to ace it.
So my wife's like, check your Instagram, you idiot. And the reason I had all these likes was because people were making fun of the fact that my mule was on display.
I like that word, mule.
I went mule, hammer. I did say cock, though, so it wasn't that bad.
I can't use the word mule. I could use young, angry possum.
I missed it, too, until he told me, and then I wrote back, I go, oh, you were really excited about getting that fish. Because I didn't look down. I was looking, dumbass me was actually looking at the fish.
I go, wow, he caught 2 fish. Why is he hiding one of the fish? Was it under regulation?
The wind, I'll admit this now, the wind was kind to me that day.
Was it kind to you?
The wind was kind. It was pushing everything toward me.
Your sweatpants.
I would eat a Cat 5 to be that kind.
Wait, what?
I would eat a Cat 5 for that kind of kindness.
Good God, boy.
Carl, at this point, you want to tell people that you're hung nice. Now that you're entering back into the single world, you should tell people you got a nice hog.
I'm Cuban. I'm definitely better in bed than you are.
See, how do you know?
I know.
I'll fucking take that challenge right the fuck now.
Right now. I bet you let me into your world. We pick the same girl. I bet you I walk out, she'll Rudy clap me all the way to the door. Nice.
What's your move?
Everything.
You lick butthole?
Throwing a live octopus.
You lick the butthole?
Got to clean it up a little bit before I get there. I've had some problems before.
What were the problems?
I'm not a mutter.
A mutter.
I'm not a mutter. I run soft in the mud. I don't know.
Oh my God.
You give me a nice hard pack, I'll win you a trophy.
You don't come up like you just ran one of those mud races?
No, I'll slide right into the fucking stand. People get hurt.
No, you gotta. I don't even have any. You need to end this as quickly as possible. You need to end this as quickly as possible.
This is the good stuff.
No, it's not.
No, we're out.
No, we're out of here.
Take your $20 out, wave them out.
You got to come out of that bedroom like you were just staining furniture.
Holy!
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Late, but I'll take it. Late, but good. Late.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
His nickname is Homer Formsby, or Formsy. What are the staining guy? You don't know that?
Who?
Homer Form. It's a wood staining thing.
I know. See, of course, Vic has to bring real knowledge into my dumb jokes.
It's like, well, it's 13% turpentine. I'm like, no, it ain't. It's 100% neglect.
You just broke a glass.
I'll pay 100% neglect. Be good to yourself for a change. Come on, help somebody else.
My friend used to say, when you wink, make sure you don't disappear.
Well, I don't know what we accomplished here today.
Nothing. This is the Wheels Off. This is the Wheels Off podcast.
I do know I was minding my own business, and all of a sudden Carl was texting me, and I knew it was a very different day. So we...
You've never seen me in full war mode, have you? Different guy, right?
Very different guy. You were working that phone. Boy, were you working that phone.
I had some shit to say today.
Yeah, you did.
You're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. But that's it. Now I'm good. Now that's it.
Now you're good.
Now I'm a civilian.
You pretty much threw the fucking kitchen sink at those text messages. My God. I can say that, right?
Say what?
That the text messages back and forth were a little ugly.
The kitchen sink? I didn't have one. She got everything. The sink?
It was funny. Both of them. I mean, even the give and take. I can't believe she kept engaging because some of them were so atomic bomb lethal. You would have thought, all right, somebody just needs to fucking hang up the goddamn phone at this point. Yeah, right.
They still run.
Of course, we're talking about
Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Well, we're actually talking about something that a lot of people have been through. You're going through a divorce, and both sides, I'll say it this way, both sides want to get their last licks in.
Well, let me tell you, you could vouch for me. If anyone out there needs help getting their last licks in, oh, daddy.
Oh, you got to the Tootsie Roll.
You got it. Close it. Opie got it. He won it. He won it.
Oh, you got to the Tootsie Roll first. My God.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
And Carl Ruiz, my buddy, Sabor Chef on Instagram. What else? Carl Ruiz on the Twitter. What do you got?
I'm cutting down on the Twitter.
Twitter's just a cesspool, right?
It doesn't really do anything. It's not very effective.
In what way?
Well, Twitter is funny. Twitter is... There's people that make, they're making cool content that you can go out there and they tweet funny stuff. But everyone else is like auditioning. Like, say you're a comedian or something, the people just come and they hack up you can't do anything. Like, the Food Network calls, like, Carl, why is there a guy with your face on it superimposed having sex with a goat? I'm like, I don't know, some dude from Nowhereville thought it was funny. Because I like Instagram. I can erase comments when they're nuts. You know what I mean?
Well, there's more accountability on Instagram, so you get less trolls.
Yeah, the trolls, I mean, I have my favorite trolls, but there's a lot of light amateur trolls coming in, and they're not even funny. They just hurt the experience.
We don't give a fuck if it's funny, right?
I do.
No, I mean, we don't give a fuck as long as it's funny, is what I...
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. If you're funny as a troll, I'm with you 100%.
Oh, yeah, The meanest, ugliest, nastiest ones are the best ones.
It has to be well crafted.
Yeah, you got to bring it. You got to know what you're doing. But I got no murder me in my sleep. I will laugh my ass off if it's justified and well written or well done or whatever. You know. Oh yeah, absolutely. Tip of the cap always, Carl. Right.
They're like, hey, I finger banged your mom. Not funny. Kind of creepy. You're probably projecting. Something happened to mommy. So it's just it's getting very dense with the creeps. And you know, Ope. I don't have to tell you.
They've been all right.
They're meaner to you than anybody. I think.
Oh, you think?
Oh yeah. No shit. They are. I had no idea. Me and him put together. Yeah. It's like, I'm like, what did you ever do?
Oh, what did I do? I only created this whole fucking thing, so go after that guy. Thank you.
But I mean, how they not know that it's not real? And they're really mad at you, like you're a horrible human being.
Do you think they're really mad? I always think that. Yeah, I do. Do you think they're really mad at Opie? Like, do you think a grown man that has a job, probably mid-level management at Staples, that's probably our hardest troll, right? Do you think that they're mad for real?
It seems that way.
Let me be the voice of someone listening to this podcast right now. Yes, of course. Yes. Yes. You know what he did.
I think that's why I laugh through everything, because I'm like, this can't be real.
Right. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. That's what I'm saying. The same thing. He's told me from day one, fucking 80 million years ago, everything in here is not real. It's bullshit. So the hurt, the happy, all the good, bad, ugly, and combinations, same damn thing. Doesn't really matter.
I got to deal with a lot of bullshit, a lot of lies, a lot of fake news, but I'll tell you this much. I sleep very well at night knowing that I took care of people.
You did. Took care of me.
Oh, absolutely. Right. I've made probably another $300-400 each year.
That much?
That much. I'm bragging.
Sorry, Carl. Here, you can have my 20.
Ball sweat 20. Gee, put that thing away. Unless it's really, really mine. They don't clean it and nurture it.
I did pull a dick move today. I left the apartment without my wallet.
I do that all the time.
But I didn't mean to.
His pajamas look like his regular clothes. So he's like halfway down. I could hear his balls chandeliering up before. Oh, dude, I left my wallet. I'm like, of course you did. You're in sleepy time clothes.
I left Carl with my wife. I'm like, I just got to change if we're leaving. And then I literally came out looking the exact same. But I really did change.
There's no way. There's no way you change. Let's go. Let's go home. Go home to your wife and your kids. Enough is enough now.
I like walking around my neighborhood like a mafia guy.
In your Garanimal sweatsuit?
Who's the dude with the fucking pajamas? Help me out.
Yeah, he knows the chin.
I know the chin. I knew the chin. No one knows him now, but
I respect the chin.
He played crazy. He played crazy for 15 years.
And who bought into that?
Nobody.
No one bought into it?
Well, no. They put him in a psych ward over and over, I think. He avoided jail for an extended period of time.
Is it safe to say that I'm a fan of the mafia?
You should be.
Oh, I really am.
They're street police. That's the only thing the mafia is. What rather you have looking for you? The mafia or the new FBI and CIA? That is some shady shit that's going on.
I'm with him.
They took care of me over the years.
Remember, I'm from Cuba. Like my mom was watching. I was in Miami. She's watching like this whole James Comey thing and all these bullshit politicians. My mom goes, I'd rather be in a dry pool with 5 wolves than with 1 CIA agent.
Wow, really?
Remember the Bay of Pigs in Cuba?
You never forgot.
Cubans don't forget.
The sky is low.
No.
The sky is low. That's my favorite fucking.
It's for another time.
What do you mean it's another time?
My uncle.
Yeah, don't even.
Well, I'll start it. My uncle gets invited by my brother to the Harvard Club for dinner with my brother, and I was there, and I embarrassed my family for 4 generations.
Story for another time.
It's for another time.
I've heard it. I've heard that it's amazing. No, I'll tease this all day long. We got to get back. I spent 3 days walking around my apartment going, the sky is low. I'm texting you.
It's going to be a good... Vic, we'll do it together.
Tell it now.
What do you mean?
Tell the story now.
Get up too much. It won't be fun.
All right, we'll tell that in the Shaman story soon, all right?
The Shaman's its own episode.
Yeah. Oh, the Shaman. Yeah, the Shaman story.
Up to the Shaman story. Just hearing about the Shaman story, that might be the whole podcast. You might be done right there. That's the whole podcast.
Shaman says it all.
Yes. All right, let's get out of here.
Shaman.
I don't know what we accomplished.
Please don't squeeze the Shaman.
Carl's laughing and falling over. I don't know what we accomplished. I know we needed to be.
This is a map.
We did nothing, but I know we needed to be with Carl today, and we did that. We accomplished that.
That's true. I'm very happy.
I appreciate it. Now let's go see Sherrod at the club.
God damn, that sounds like a good idea. All right, guys. The Opie Radio podcast. If you like this, I don't know, review it. That'd be nice. If you haven't subscribed yet, you're hearing it another way, go subscribe. That would help us big time. Go to OpieRadio.com. Yes, we got new T-shirts, Beyond Reproach. And we also have Carl's Creepy Cabin T-shirts. What?
Give me an extra large so I can wear it.
All right, I'll do that, Carl.
I did my Carl tribute anymore.
I see that. All right. What does your shirt say?
Bob Evans, I love you like biscuits and gravy. Bob Evans, baby.
Mine has
Ohio.
Black Tap, New York, my favorite milkshakes, and probably my top 3 hamburgers in New York City. Black Tap on 14th Street.
All right, guys, we got to go. OpieRadio.com for the T-shirts. Follow me on Twitter, Opie Radio, Instagram, Opie Radio, YouTube when we get a little more visual. That'll be OpieRadio.com as well. Facebook for you semi-normal people, Opie Radio fans. This has been a blast. We're going to go get in some trouble. Thanks for listening.
Hold on a second. Our day drinking trio will be back right after this. The Westwood One Podcast Network. Talk is Jericho with Chris Jericho.
Octopus's Garden.
It's a more sophisticated Yellow Submarine almost, you know?
And also, going back to your Blue Jay Way, total underground singing.
This song feels like you're underwater.
Yeah,
they created an atmosphere.
Talk is Jericho. Download and subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and the Westwood One Podcast app. Free from the Westwood One Podcast Network. Opie Radio.
Just when you thought the podcast was over, we're back. Lots of surprises on this new podcast, huh, Carl? Carl hates when I do the radio voice. That's why I did that, Vic.
I just heard Carl say, we need to go by your place so I can get my bag.
That's exactly right. Thank you.
What that means. I don't know what that means.
I'll tell you.
I'm just going.
You know what? You're curious because you're walking.
Yes, I'm going.
You really need to know what this means.
I'm really following along, and we're petting lots of cute dogs and making
What a nice Labrador. Lost the dog.
So, obviously, for the subscribers, I did a podcast where I surprised Carl at Newark Airport at 6 a.m. I just showed up. He walks out. He's like, what the hell are you doing here? And we podcasted, Vic.
Well, you know, you're good sometimes.
Vic is back.
Vic is back. And it was a very funny podcast. We enjoyed each other. We went to a diner, and then I dropped Carl off at his creepy cabin. And then I had to quickly get the fuck out of there because I had a kids' party for my son, right?
I like it when you blend in your normal. This is what the people really don't know about you is your calendar for birthday parties and play dates are more than anyone would ever imagine about you, right?
Yeah, but I mean, just
Not
through
in a bad way.
No, just through Nikki's kids, you understand all the time.
God. Yeah, absolutely.
All the obligations. If you have kids, you understand this.
If we're going to walk at this speed, just keep me off the goddamn podcast because you guys are literally running. This is fucking running.
Vic is the only one that could keep up with me in New York City.
All right, well, that's cool. You guys should go to Zumba together, but I'm going to walk slow, smoke some butts.
We lost Vic. He's laughing and pounding on some storefront.
Fucking people. I mean,
I swear to God, I slowed down for you.
Prize. There's no prize.
Really thought I was walking slow. Vic, didn't you think you were walking slow?
I thought we were walking at a regular New York City pace.
This is why you guys never know where to go to eat because you don't see nothing.
Anyway, here's the deal. So So I had to rush out of that podcast. I dropped Carl off at his creepy cabin, and it was raining, and I had to get the hell out of there for this kids' party at Chelsea Piers, right?
Okay, fine.
It was laser tag and bowling.
Oh, well, you can't get enough of that.
And you want to know the best part of that? I'll get to the bag in a second. So all of a sudden, I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, we paid for this place for 2 hours, right? 3 hours later, we're still there. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And the parents were getting a little annoyed. So then we settled up at the end of the night. Guy comes up to me, the manager.
All right. How much does this cost you?
No, nothing bad. So he goes, I was trying to tip our girl that was taking care of us the whole night, so that's why he was involved. And then he goes, oh, by the way, I'm a huge fan. I hope you appreciate that I extend the party. And I'm like, dude, if you were a huge fan of my radio over the years, you would have made the party shorter.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yeah, so because he would have been listening to what you, okay, maybe. But
No, these kids' parties are brutal. And
I know they are, and I know you do your best to accommodate every single one of them. So,
well, it was my son's party, so in a way I did appreciate it, but I know the parents, because to them it's just another kid's party. For us, it wasn't. They were annoyed. They were, they're so late.
Well, you got to, yeah. If he really, you're right. Now that it has dawned on me. If he's going to do you a favor, he should have made it shorter.
I think so. All right. Anyway, so then I leave. I go to Chelsea Piers for the party. My kids get in the car after the fact because now we have to open up the trunk to put all the presents in, right?
All right, sure, of course, because everybody gets something.
And all I hear from my wife is, "Are you having an affair with a high-class hooker?"
Why would she say that? Because of all the presents?
And then my kids go, ew!
I think it's funny. Really? Is he going to get a hot dog?
Yeah, we're at Gray's Papaya, which is a institution on the Upper West Side.
Stuff, Carl. I ate the most food. No.
Oh, I don't want a hot dog. But didn't we just eat?
We ate the Stanley Cup of seafood, fried chicken, caviar toast, lobster, shrimp, deviled eggs with hot peppers and a fried oyster on top of them. And now he's getting a hot dog.
Unbelievable. Anyway, so the ew and are you having an affair with a high-class hooker was because Carl left his Louis Vuitton bag in the back of my car.
He's classy.
From his Vegas trip.
He's classy.
And honestly, I've had the bag for about, I guess about a week. It's been a while since I've seen Carl.
He loves the Louis. And he rocks the Louis.
I'm so scared to look inside that bag.
Oh, there's no telling what might be in there. There's no, you're right. There's a small Filipino boy in there just with a straw for air. There's no telling. There's no telling. I'm going to stop talking now.
Thank you. All I said to Carl when he realized, I had to call him and go, Carl, you left your bag, right? He was cool, smooth, right? And I just said, Carl, be honest. How many years would I get?
Oh, 5 to 10.
And he goes, no, man, there's nothing in there. I'm telling him about the bag, the Louis Vuitton in the back of my car that we're now going to get.
Well, the problem is I wake up at 12 o'clock. I'm like, where are my jeans? Oh, shit, where's my bag? Where's my phone charger? Nothing. I call up. He's like, yeah, I'm at a kid's party. I think I kind of got your bag. I'm like, that's a lot of adjectives, bro. Like, either you got the damn bag or I'm going to set this cabin on fire.
You like the gray papaya, huh?
Oh, great papaya.
Filet mignon.
Delish.
Filet mignon.
What about?
That's it's better than filet mignon. That's one of their slogans on
their hot dogs are amazing. But
how good the hot dog is, it's better than filet mignon. Is what they.
Problem is, most of the stores have closed down. I think this is the last one left on the Upper West Side.
Yeah, the one on 86th and East Side changed to Papaya King.
All right, let's go get your bag.
Hold on, bro. I'm having dinner.
Didn't we just have dinner?
Seafood is not dinner. Seafood's automatically an appetizer.
How about the steak? How about the deviled eggs? How about the fried chicken?
The way that we ate it was different.
I agree with him. I'll give you, no, he's right. We spread it out. We've been in there for 6 hours.
I'm full.
No, it doesn't count at all.
Doesn't count. Basically, we had a lot of salads.
Yeah.
Can I just give you the bag tomorrow?
See the look.
Wow, he's giving me an evil look. Jesus Christ. It's not a bad question.
How about this? Could you leave the bag at the front desk?
I kind of want to go through it with you guys, though.
I don't want to see what's in that bag. Hell no. I won't be able to get that out of my goddamn head forever. There's no reason I need to know what's inside that bag. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I said to you. I go, all right, Carl,
It's like watching live PD. You open
I said 5 to 10 years. I said 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, because I told Vic, I go, all right, I asked you, Carl, I go, all right, Carl, let's just be honest. How many years? How many years would I get?
No.
It's clean. All good.
I mean, I joke a lot, but I don't do drugs or anything anymore. I just drink a lot. I can't. At my level of calorie intake, if I did one drug, I'd die.
I don't even care about the drugs. I want to see the racing stripes.
I got a stripe in there.
You got a stripe or two?
I went to this taco party. It's a taco. It's pants taco. It's so gross. It was stuck to the side of the bag. I need a stick. When you get it out, I need a stick.
These people are recognizing Carl, and it's really funny. The people on the corner here, they're walking. They're waiting to go across the street, and they just turned. The girl just turned to the hubby there and went, "Hey, I think that's that weird guy from TV."
Yeah.
That's
what happened.
No, they both were glancing over, and it was really. And then they both smiled or look. You're making people happy just by seeing you, Carl.
I'm standing here listening to Journey, eating a hot dog. Because people look at like, yeah.
What Journey song's in there?
The one from Sopranos.
Don't Stop Believing?
Yeah.
Vic's singing.
Smell of wine and sweet perfume. Oh, is it? I thought it was sweet perfume.
It's cheap perfume, right? All right, so now what? This bag thing is becoming a thing. We're only a block away. You want to go get the bag?
No, keep the bag.
I'm going to keep the bag, Vic. I turned this on for no reason.
What's wrong with you? Why do you want my luggage so bad?
I want to get rid of the luggage before I get arrested for whatever the fuck's in the bag.
There's nothing in the bag. Go through the bag. Gingerly.
Don't reach in there fast. You might get stabbed.
Jump in there.
Yeah.
Could be a hornet's nest if you do that.
Take it slow.
Like I said, look through the bag slowly. Don't be a hero. Nobody likes a hero.
Put on an oven mitt and gently probe.
Make sure the kids are at school.
Oh my God. All right, well, I thought we were walking to get the bag. That's why I turned this back on, but seems like this journey ends at Gray's Papaya with Journey cranking in Gray's Papaya. A little Don't Stop Believing. What's your favorite Journey song, Vic Henley?
I love it. I like the Steve Perry solo work. You know.
Oh, Cherie?
Oh, Sherry. All right. Strung out and hung up. Strung out.
Oh, my God. God help you.
I don't know that song, and I don't think what you sang was that song.
No, I didn't. I ruined it, but.
That's a giant family that just walked by.
That's from that family that you told me in that first podcast that didn't let you date their daughter.
You think they're a bunch of jazz?
I know.
You know the jazz?
Oh, yeah.
They've never seen tall jazz before.
Barry Katz? You know Barry Katz? He goes by the Big Jew.
Oh, yeah, Barry Katz is a big Jew.
Nickname. That's his nickname. So he calls himself.
Yeah, the big Jew. All right, I guess I'm going home, and I'm still stuck with Carl's bag.
I'll take the bag now.
It's only a block away.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's keep going. I think this is going well, don't you think, Vic?
Oh, this is magic. We're I'm with you, Carl. Just as long as we can get rid of this fucker as soon as possible.
What? I'm right here.
I'm doing time on the street.
This is a microphone from the 70s.
People walking around. Chuck Woolery.
Wait for him to tell me Jesus is the truth.
All right.
OpieRadio.
Nature Boy.
Huh?
Dude had a Nature Boy t-shirt on.
Woo!
Yeah. You see that Andre the Giant documentary? We saw that. We talked.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit.
Man, that was really good.
I actually need a good documentary to watch.
Why are we running?
Elvis the Searcher.
I started seeing it. I got
Part
bored.
1, Part 2.
I got bored.
Okay, well, I'm Hillbilly, so this is who we need to talk to right here.
Are you a lion, sir?
No, my name's Kitty Perry. And I decorate the Imagine Circle in Strawberry Fields every day.
Oh, see?
5 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Wait, what do you mean you decorate it?
flowers,
No, there was
strawberries.
another guy that used to do that. What happened to him?
Gary passed away about 5 years ago, which was 3 years before I came up to New York. So
I know that guy. There was a guy. Holy shit, this is a little weird.
the mayor,
The mayor. The Imagine, whatever.
the mosaic.
The Mosaic Imagine thing. There was a guy, his whole job was to lay out the flowers every day for the tourists. He passed away?
5 years ago, I believe it was leukemia. But again, it was 3 years before I came up, so I never met him, but I've heard the stories.
Where are you from?
I'm from Jersey, Central Jersey, Keyport.
But how did you get that gig? Because that was like a real gig that guy had forever.
Well, when I came up after he passed away 3 years later, 2 years ago, nobody was doing it, and I said, let me get in there.
You make good money, right?
I actually don't do that as much for the money as he did. I do it more as a tribute kind of thing. That was like his little hustle. Me, I'm there selling bracelets, paintings, songs, but I make it look pretty while I'm there.
He took it really seriously. Every day he would get fresh flowers. He would make peace signs and all sorts of other shit.
I'm on Instagram as LennonFan26, and I post a new picture every day.
All right, brother.
No.
I'm there all the time. All right.
Opie.
Mike Egan, nice to meet. Wait, Opie and Anthony?
Yeah.
No.
Opie.
Holy cow! Am I on the radio right now? That's crazy.
Greg Hughes.
All right, my name is Mike Egan from Jersey. I lived in New York the last 2 years, and I'm just getting famous, baby. Opie and Anthony,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you.
If you only knew.
I'm rolling camera.
All right. I'll see you at Strawberry Fields. Don't get hit. Jesus. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. Now the guy's carried on. All right. Shut up.
Oh, fuck you. Opie right here.
I'm Roland Campos.
Opie and Roland Campos.
I'm getting away from you fuckers.
I'm selling knives in your back for $2.
No one heard that, Carl. Oh, now
Funny. That was what a cool dude. I know the dude he's talking about too, though.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, you
remember him?
the mayor, right?
And now Carl's been stopped.
No, these are the people. Right. These are the people that recognized him earlier. So they waited till we crossed the street so they could say hey.
Oh, they waited for us?
That's what a real celebrity feels like.
Right. I got recognized only a mere 10 feet before you got recognized.
That guy was dripping heroin out of his nose. You can hope he's bad now.
The fuck? Give me my moment.
Oh, that was funny.
All right, well, this bag thing is becoming a whole thing now, Vic Henley. Now Carl has left us to get his car.
But this is where you live, really? I get
Yeah.
to see finally for the first time the halls of what is it, Valhalla? Is that what they call it? This is really nice.
Let's slow down. You get to see the outside of where I
I'm
live.
not going in. It's okay. All right, I know my
Let's
place.
slow down. No, you know I'm kidding.
I know my place. I'll stay outside.
No, I don't mean that.
Tell Lindsay I said hey.
I will. If you scream, she might be able to hear you way up there.
No, not that high.
We got to go get the bag that Carl left in my car. Carl went to get his car. So this is a little weird. He's like, all of a sudden he left us. He goes, look, I'm going to get my car. You get the bag. I'll meet you at the top of the ramp. And then you throw the bag in the car as I'm driving by. What the hell's going on?
I don't know, but I believe I'm involved in something. I'm not sure what it is, but you're right. You're totally right.
Thank you. It seems a little
I'm
weird.
going to take the ride across town, and we'll see what happens. So.
I'm going to keep this audio on just in case. Come on, let's go get the bag. I got to get it out of my car. Carl's getting his car.
Do they know you're here?
Oh, yeah, they know me.
Well, everybody on the street was abuzz of seeing you and Carl at the same time. It was like walking with Jesus and Mary Magdalene at the same time.
That's why I don't go out, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
I'm just kidding. Not these days. There was a time, though. There was a time, Vic.
Oh, I got it. I understand.
We all had our time, right? There was a time for you.
I never had my time.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I'm not complaining about that.
When you were with Foxworthy, you weren't getting a little action
No.
in the fame department?
No. There's no fame with me.
My car's tucked in tight. How am I going to get this bag out? All right, we're now going to attempt to get the bag out of the car. Meet Carl in front of the building. He said he's going to drive up. I'm supposed to just throw the bag in, and that'll be that. There it is.
All right, it's on your...
All right, I got the bag. All right, this bag is heavy, huh?
Who's still in the car seat?
My kids are still in car seats.
Both of them?
Well, they're boosters and stuff. Yeah.
I thought they were.
They go late these days. We're getting close to getting rid of one car seat, if you need to know. Vic, feel how heavy this bag is.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is in that bag?
That's not just toiletries. That's what I would say.
Oh, that's why you said you could open up my bag. Look at all the locks on it.
Right, you can't get into it. There's like 2.
Oh, that motherfucker.
He's good.
He was playing us because I'm like, Carl, I got your bag and I'm scared to go in it. He goes, you can go in it, man. There's nothing.
You can get in it.
Yeah, look at it.
Now I've just put it on my shoulder and it's very heavy.
There's a giant gold lock on his bag. We ain't getting in that shit.
Louis, it's a Louis lock. He's not fooling around.
That's a heavy bag.
I'm carrying it.
All right, now we're going to make the bag exchange. I was actually hoping to get into the bag to see what's in there. I thought it would be kind of cool, but there's no way that's happening.
It's heavy, yeah, and I'm not picking this lock. There ain't no way. I can do it, probably, my old hillbilly days.
Why the fuck is the bag so heavy?
Had a bobby pin because it's got all of Carl's crushed hopes and dreams inside it.
There you go.
So, I don't know.
It's perfect. Perfect answer.
Okay, good.
Now alarms are going off. All right. Now we got the bag. We're on the street. And he said he's going to pull up, and we're just supposed to throw the bag in the car.
And I'm getting in with him. I'm going to make him take me across town. Or maybe not. If he's going back through the Lincoln, we'll see. But now that I've carried this 700-pound behemoth up here.
Let's try to get in it.
I'm going to make him.
Is there any way we could get in it? He did tell me I could go in it, but I don't think there's a way in it.
Oh, you maybe. This couldn't. Oh, he doesn't have the. No, it's open. Oh, he doesn't have the lock on the zipper. Oh. Hurry. Oh, wait. A lot of hats.
Oh, my God.
Socks.
He's got a hat for every day.
An American flag. Oh, there he is. Wait. There he is. Hang on.
Watch out. You said we could go in your bag.
Just rummaging through my bag?
What is wrong? What's in that bag for real? It's really heavy.
Just a bunch of stuff. You want this?
What is it?
It's a Potato Express, how to make baked potatoes in a microwave.
Oh, wow.
Check that out.
Wait, let me look at this.
Use the right potatoes for it, too.
Oh, my God. Thank you.
A tricky tray. Did you just fuck?
You going to Jersey? You going home?
I'm going home.
All right.
There's potatoes all over the fucking sidewalk.
I'm out of here. I'm going back to Cali.
All right, brother.
Be good, guys.
I love you, for real. Carl Ruiz, thank you, buddy. Enjoy. I enjoyed the day.
Tomorrow.
Even though it was a bad day for you, I really enjoyed it.
This is Sparta, motherfucker.
All right, buddy. There he goes. There you go. Here you go.
Oh, is this what I get? A bag of Redskin potatoes?
And he handed me that thing. I threw it over my shoulder.
Oh, it's as seen on TV.
Oh, as seen on TV.
Like Ron Popeil and his hairspray that makes you not bald anymore. It's Potato Express. It's a microwave potato cooker. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Cooks up to 4 potatoes at a time. And Carl gave us a bag of potatoes.
Did you read the first instruction?
Insert potatoes.
Microwave.
And perfect results.
Those are the 3 directions for this dumb thing. All right, Vic, I got to go home.
I'm going home too, buddy. I'll see you.
I love you, buddy. For real. All right, there goes Vic Henley. We're out. Yeah, you can just toss it. All right, the bag thing was a bust, but whatever. All right, we'll talk soon. Bye.
OpieRadio. Don't forget to subscribe, leave comments, and of course, a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. The Westwood One Podcast Network, The Raven Effect.
Hey, this is Raven, host of the Raven Effect podcast, and if you want to experience an hour of ridiculous banter and you feel like you're hanging out with old friends and family, then listen to the Raven Effect podcast. Quote the Raven, never, you get it.
The Raven Effect. Download and subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and the Westwood One Podcast app. Free from the Westwood One Podcast Network.